Morning, everyone. Hi, whoever just joined on YouTube. I'm Josephine, and just before I forget, and just while um, people are here, just in case you have to log out early, this is the last YouTube Instagram live for this class. We're going to start moving them onto Zoom, which I'm excited about, and hopefully that will give you, if you've been practicing with us on these platforms, give you a little bit more interaction. And if you're nervous about that, like you don't want people to see you doing yoga, I just point out that you don't have to turn your video on with Zoom. So if that's a concern, I've taken a class where not everyone had their video on, but just a reminder that this is the last YouTube, Instagram live class, and then all of them except for the Saturdays at 9:30 class will be on Zoom. So if you want to look at options to sign up and memberships, you can hop on our Instagram page, Flex and Flow PDX, or our website, or Facebook, whatever platform you use. But today we're going to do kind of a similar flow that I've been teaching the last few weeks, just kind of simple dynamic movement, with the goal of it being like a moving meditation. So some repetition, um, and hopefully we'll get the whole body feeling invigorated and strong. So with that, let's get started. You might want to block, as always. We're actually going to start on our backs this morning. So whatever's comfortable on your back, either knees bent, knees falling in toward the center, or legs long and extended. Hands can be off to the side for now. Palms facing up toward the sky, closing the eyes, taking a deep breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. Do that a few more times. Now let's place our hands on the belly, and as you breathe in, think about expanding through the belly, so drawing it out. And then as you breathe out, drawing the belly in. Try that a few more times. Inhale, expand through the belly. And then as you exhale, instead of just collapsing, see if you can actively draw the upper abs in toward the spine. So chest stays lifted. And try to keep this in mind with every breath as we continue on with our practice. So expanding through the belly, and then drawing the belly in toward the spine. On your next exhale, see if you can allow yourself to feel heavy into your mat, to feel each point of the body ground down. See if you can let go. Maybe focusing on allowing the upper body to just relax and sink down into the mat. emptying any thoughts, any distractions. And emptying any expectations you have of yourself and your body. With every yoga practice, we try to be present and, excuse me, still struggling with allergies. We try to be present and empty our minds of these distractions, but truly try to set this intention of being in the moment with your breath, your body, and just see how that changes your practice. See how that changes how you approach each asana as we start to get a little bit more movement. As we breathe in, let's point our toes, extend through the body, welcoming my cat, Gladys, stretching, full body stretch. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, drawing the knees in toward the chest, let's take Apanasana, gently rocking from side to side. And maybe making circles, going in one direction and then the other. Let's plant the left foot down, extend the right leg up, grab a hold of the back of the thigh, and just take a really gentle hamstring stretch. You can point the right toes if you'd like, so you get a stretch in through the front of the shin, front of the ankle. One more breath. On the exhale, bend the knee, place it over the left thigh. And if this is already enough of a stretch, keeping the left foot down, you can keep it there. Or start to draw the left knee in towards you and grab a hold of the shin. Two more deep breaths. And let's hug both knees in, but this time make circles with just the left knee. Kind of opening up the hip here. Nothing too crazy, just being really gentle. And then going in the other direction. Then let's plant the right foot down, extend the left leg up. And again, a nice gentle hamstring stretch, either pointing or flexing the foot. Two more breaths. And then exhale, cross the foot over the thigh and take this figure four stretch, either with the right foot planted or lifting the foot off of the mat, hugging the knee in. And two more full rounds of breath. Noticing if you're already kind of moved on and your mind is thinking of something else, and bring yourself back to this space. Then, as you exhale, draw both knees in and then gently make just little circles with the left leg, opening up that hip. And go in the opposite direction. And then bring your knees in to tabletop, meaning knees are stacking directly over your hip bones. Shins are parallel to the mat. Then place your hands on the hip bones and noticing all the space in between the low belly and try to draw that in toward the mat. So actively drawing, scooping through the lower abdominals. We'll inhale to slowly peel the shoulder blades off the mat, keeping the chin tucked, the gaze is forward. Extend the arms, breath in, and a breath out. Your next breath in, reach the right hand back, tap the left toes on the mat, and then exhale, draw it in. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, draw it in. And do that a few more times. Slow and steady. One more time on each side. Keeping the knees hugging in. This time we're going to reach both arms back, extend the legs. Exhale, hug it in, and you can hug the knees in closer this time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. So keep going, noticing though if you're bringing your legs too far down and it's making your low back arch, maybe just bring the legs up a little bit higher. Two more times. Good. If you can, keep the shoulder blades lifted. We'll do one more. So let's start to get into the legs. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg, and then switch. Relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw, remembering to breathe. Maybe try the next few rounds without using your hands to draw the knees in. Really strong through the low belly. One more breath. And on your exhale, find your way back down to the mat. Hug your knees in, rock from side to side. Let's rock and roll up and down the spine a few times. Maybe catching yourself in a boat pose at the top. And we'll be back into this shape later on in class, but noticing how much control it requires to kind of find that balance at the top. Think about only using just the core. We'll take one more round. Hold boat pose. Once you're there, draw the knees in, extend the arms. Breath in. And a breath out, release. Let's find our way to all fours for cat-cat. So once you're there, shoulders over wrists as always, hips over knees, fingers spread wide. Tops of the feet resting on the mat. But make sure they're not coming inward at a weird angle so you can't see them behind your thighs. Inhale to tilt the pelvis forward, starting to arch. This should feel pretty good after doing all that core work. So maybe holding here in your cow. And then whenever you're ready or on your next exhale, rounding into cat. Drawing the pubic bone and the sternum toward each other. Pushing your mat away from you. And then if you're ready to flow with the breath, each inhale you'll arch. And each exhale you'll round. Let's say we do that 4 more times, taking your time. And once you're done with the last one, coming back through to center, let's extend the arms forward until you can't reach anymore and until it feels natural to start to drop the chest into puppy pose. So forehead can rest down on the mat. Opening up the arms, noticing all the length in the spine. One more breath. Exhale, start to tuck the toes. We're going to sit back into broken toe pose. So my toes are tucked. I'm sitting on my heels. And this can be very uncomfortable, especially in the morning. But see if you can bear with me for at least a few more breaths. We'll start to add some movement with the arms. Reach the arms up. Grab a hold of the left wrist and take a side bend toward the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend toward the left. Do that again. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, release, and gently pat the feet down. And let's find our way into downward facing dog, but just setting up our hands first. So spread the fingers nice and wide. Triceps hanging in toward the midline, so the backs of the arms drawing inward. Shoulders then kind of naturally draw away from the ears. Tuck the toes, use the low belly. Start to lift the hips and keep your arms in that external rotation as you move into your downward facing dog. Feel free once you're here to pedal the feet, moving from side to side. And maybe after a breath or so, we'll find some stillness in our down dog. Begin to notice every point of the body that's connecting to your mat. And then from those points, see if you can find more length. So a really foundational theme element to our yoga practice is grounding, and then from that grounding, finding extension. So rooting and extending. So always noticing where you're rooting down, feeling grounded into your mat, into the earth. And then from that, feeling extended, long, spacious in the body. We'll take one more breath, just holding our down dog, firing up our arms. And the exhale, bending through the knees, either hopping or taking two big steps forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Maybe catch a hold of opposite elbows. One more breath. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, step your right toes back. Drop your knee down on Janiasana, low lunge. Reach the arms up. Now noticing if you're hyperextended through your spine and moving this into a back bend, try to lean into the spine and don't open up through the back too much. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands down. Walk back into plank pose, hold for a breath. Exhale, either drop the knees or lower all the way down to the belly. Inhaling to cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Pause here. And then maybe draw the elbows down, coming into Sphinx pose. Pulling the heart through, opening up through the back here. So a really gentle back bend. Two more breaths. Exhaling, planting the fingertips just below the shoulders. Tuck the toes and either lift into all fours or find your way back into high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee in toward the chest. Back knee drops down. Anjaneyasana on the other side. Inhaling. And exhale. Leaning into the spine, finding length. Relaxing the jaw. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands, tuck the toes, and then step the foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up toward the sky. Exhale, palms together. We'll do that classic Surya Namaskar one more time, but we'll kind of flip-flop sides so we get tail of the dog on each side. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the left toes back this time. So we're coming into our Anjaneyasana on the other side that we were just on. 3 breaths. Being really mindful with the breathing. Exhale, release down. High plank pose, breath in. Breath out, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, stay in your cobra or start to move it into Sphinx pose, drawing the elbows down, opening up through the heart, rooting the pelvis down into your mat. One more breath. Exhale, release fingertips just underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift up into all fours or high plank. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg up. Keep the hips square. Exhale, knee in toward the nose, footsteps through. Drop your back leg. Low lunge on this side. So 3 full breaths, 2 more after this. And exhale, release. Tuck the back toes, springing the foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Spread the toes nice and wide. Noticing where most of your weight is being grounded down through your feet. So probably it's in the backs of the heels. See if you can shift forward slightly. We'll slowly reach our arms up toward the sky. Exhale, this time in Utkatasana, chair pose. Find lengthen through the spine. Imagine you have 2 lines coming from your sitting bones, anchoring you down into your mat. Notice how that changes kind of the energetic focus of this posture. So feeling really rooted. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, walk back, high plank pose this time. And if you want to keep dropping down to your knees and take cobra, that's totally fine. Or I'll start to offer chaturanga. So just be really mindful of not scooting too far forward because you don't want your shoulders to come way far past your wrists. So I don't even scoot forward. I just start to drop down and then my shoulders are at elbow height. Inhale, push through to upward facing dog. Make sure that you're not kind of jamming through your low back and you're really strong in through your hands. So rooting down and away and not kind of sinking down. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up toward the sky. Exhale, footsteps down in between the hands. This time we'll rise up into warrior 1. So my back foot just came down on the mat at a 45-degree angle. Reaching the arms up toward the sky. The hands can be together or they can be separated. Noticing if you could give a little bit more attention to your back leg. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. High plank pose. Again, either vinyasa of your choice, chaturanga, or moving into cobra. This time, lift the left leg on your inhale. Exhale, footsteps down in between the hands. Pivot back, your back heel down. Warrior one on this side. Again, seeing if you can give more attention to the back leg, leaning into the spine. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the hands down. High plank pose, vinyasa of your choice. Three breaths in down dog. Coming back to that feeling of groundedness. Your next breath in, bend the knees, shift your gaze forward, walk or hop forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway here. On the exhale, let's take Malasana squat. So bring your feet out. Toes are facing at an angle. Upper body is hopefully not hunching too much. So kind of think of normal upright position. Breathing into the hips. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, release. Start to make your way back into Uttanasana, straight legs. And inhale, reach the arms all the way up toward the sky. My ceilings are slanted, so I can't extend my arms. So if it looks like I'm doing a weird thing, that's why. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, breathing. Exhale. Let's close our eyes here in our Samastitihi. So it seems very simple. But starting to focus on using our body as one unit. So especially as we get into a little bit more dynamic movement and into some balancing poses, really trying to visualize using the core even here. Gentle scoop in through the low belly. Maybe just imagine the lines of the body. So imagining a line connecting the crown of the head all the way down to the middle of your foot. Visualizing the powerhouse, the core, the pelvic floor, and how that affects how we move our legs, our arms, our torso. See if you can stand a little bit taller, a little bit stronger in through the legs. Maybe even noticing the natural sway of the body as we're just standing here, finding our balance. One more breath. On your exhale, let's slowly start to bend the knees, sitting into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, swim the left arm back, twisting chair. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, walk it back. High plank pose, hold. We're going to start to add on here with our vinyasas. So option is to come into side plank. So on your right hand. 2 options once you're inside plank is to keep your feet staggered, which makes it easier, or stack the feet. Just make sure you don't open the hips too much toward the sky. So your hips are still in line. Inhale, reach the arm up, the left arm up. Exhale, coming back into high plank. Breath in, feeling strong. So imagine the lines of the body how they're all connected. And then roll over onto the left hand. Again, either keep the feet staggered, or stack the feet. Reach the right arm up. Use the core. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Breath in. Vinyasa of your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Draw the heel toward the bum. Open the hip. Really firm and through the right hand though, so your upper body isn't opening up. And maybe making circles with the ankle or with the knee. 1 more breath. Exhale, knee draws in, foot steps through. Pivot your back heel. Rise up, warrior 1 again. See if you can straighten the back leg, rooting a little bit more into that back foot. Inhale. Exhale, start to straighten the front leg this time. Grab a hold of opposite elbows, open the chest. Exhale, hinging forward into pyramid pose. So it's a slightly wider pyramid. If you need to bring your back foot in a little bit, you can. And really imagine rooting down into your big toe. 1 more breath. On the exhale, slowly soften through the front knee. Keep your hands in the spine as we move into our first balancing pose, warrior 3. So imagine creating a T with the body. Inhale, start to bring the palms together at heart center. And on the exhale, swim them back. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, swim them back. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, really strong through the low belly. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, hands back toward the hips. Hug the left knee in, coming into one-legged standing. Breath in. Breath out. And imagine when we took that time in our just normal standing posture, see if you can kind of find that sense of groundedness, even though we have one leg in the air now. Breath in. On the breath out, guide the knee off toward the left without moving too much through the rest of the body. Inhale, knee draws in. Exhale, extend the leg. Breath in. Breath out sends you back to warrior 3 for just a moment. And then exhale, crescent lunge. Inhaling once you're there. Exhale, release the hands down. High plank pose, revisiting the side plank options. So coming onto the right hand. Again, remembering how to modify so you can keep the feet stacked or you can stagger the feet. Inhale. Exhale, back to high plank. Breath in. Rolling over onto the left hand. Relax the jaw and the face. 1 more breath. Exhale, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths once you're in down dog. Just checking the time. Oh, went by fast. We're kind of taking our time with this power flow though, just making sure we're all set up in our proper alignment. Let's inhale, reach the left leg up toward the sky. Heel draws in toward the bum. Open the hip without opening the upper body. Maybe rolling the ankle, maybe opening up the knee a little bit. 1 more breath. Exhale, knee hugs in toward the nose, footsteps through. Rise up, warrior 1. Again, giving as much attention to the back leg as the front leg. One more breath. Exhale, start to straighten through the front leg, hinging forward, coming into pyramid. Grabbing a hold of opposite elbows. If I don't think I cued that, but maybe you were watching. Low belly scoops in really strong and through the big toe. One more breath. Exhale, soften through the front knee, and here's where we move into warrior three on the other side. So think about creating a T shape with the body, scooping through the low belly without letting the hip come up too high. Inhale, draw the hands towards center. Exhale, swim them back toward the hips. Here's where we add some dynamic movement. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale, hands sweep back. Inhale, draw the right knee in. And exhale, hug the knee in toward the chest. And again, thinking back in how strong you felt and grounded you felt just in the basic standing posture, and try to feel that here. Your next exhale guides the right knee off toward the side. Inhale back through center, release the hand, and then straighten the leg, breath in. Exhale, send it back, warrior three. Exhale, high crescent lunge just for a moment. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, send it down. High plank, breath in. Exhale, side plank. Reach the arm up. Here we're gonna add on. So we're going to lower our hip and then exhale. And do that just 2 times on each side. Lower and coming back up. Exhale, finding your way into high plank. Inhale once you're there. Exhale, other side. Reach the arm up. Exhale, dip the hip. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, high plank, breath in. Chaturanga on your breath out. Inhale through to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake it out, shake out the head. If you want to come into child's pose just for a moment, you can. Maybe stretch out the wrists. Maybe grab some water or tea or coffee, whatever you're drinking. And we'll take 3 breaths, just kind of recentering. Now once you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog, and we'll go through that flow one more time, just adding on a little bit more. So breath in your down dog, breath out, feeling where you're connecting down to your mat. Another breath in, breath out. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze forward, walk or hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, Malasana squat. Breathing into the hips. Trying to be a little bit more upright through the upper body and noticing if you're sinking in through your heels at all, so the arches of the feet. One more breath. Exhale, release, finding your way back into your Uttanasana, feet together this time. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, keep your hands down on the mat as you sit into chair. So see if you can keep your chair a little bit lower and tighter. Then start to slowly reach the arms up, keeping the knees where they were. Exhale, twist. So 2 options. You can just twist how we did before, extending the arms, Or if you want to hook the right elbow across the left knee, if that's an option for you, you can do that. And lastly, maybe extending the arms. So getting a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale to unwind. Exhale, twist on the other side. Again, 3 options. Either just extend the arms. Second option is to hook the elbow. Just make sure too that your knees didn't come lopsided, so they should stay together. Then last option, extend the arms. 2 breaths. Inhale, unwind chair. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, walk it back, high plank. And you can choose flow through vinyasa or just skip it. And then once you're ready, we're going to take that flow on the other side. So inhale, lift the right leg, draw the heel toward the bum, open the hip, keep the upper body facing down. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow breath out through the mouth as you draw the knee in towards you. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Taking the bind with the arms. One more breath. Exhale, soften through the front knee. Warrior 3. Inhale, this time reach the arms forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. On your next inhale, draw the knee in. Reach the arms up. Then option is to extend the leg here. Another option is to grab a hold of the big toe with your peace fingers without leaning too far forward though. So try to keep the hips in line. Inhale. Exhale, send the leg over toward the left. Breath in. Breath out, comes back through to center. Last option and add on, you can either take this next pose, bending the knee and just twisting back, or catching a hold of the outside edge of the foot with the right hand, extend the leg into a twist and a balancing pose. Inhale. Exhale, slowly start to release. Inhale, unwind, reach the arms up. Exhale, kick it back, warrior 3. And then releasing into high crescent. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, send it down. High plank pose. Exhale, side plank. Reach the arm up toward the sky. Exhale, lower the hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. 3 times this time. Inhale, back. Exhale, high plank. Breath in through the nose. Breath out. Roll over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, dip the hips 3 times. Good. Meeting in high plank. I love when I say good, as if I can see you. I trust that it's good. I trust that you're doing it. And then chaturanga if you'd like. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, draw the heel in toward the bum, open the hip. Upper body stays square. Exhale, draw the knee in toward the nose. Pivot your back foot down, warrior one, excuse me. Exhale, pyramid, grabbing a hold of opposite elbows, hinging forward. Inhale, slowly lift through the upper body. Soften through the front knee as we make our way into warrior three. Inhale, extend the arms forward. Exhale, send them back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Last time. Inhale, hug the right knee in toward the chest. Then again, option, you can straighten the leg without a bind. You can keep the knee bent the whole time or grab a hold of the big toe with the peace fingers. Making sure though that nothing is forced here and you're not leaning too far forward. Inhale. Exhale, send the leg off toward the side. Your next breath out, come back through to center. Then again, option is to either bend the knee and twist or catch a hold of the outside edge of the foot with the left hand, slowly twisting. 2 breaths. Your next breath in, unwind. Keep the foot lifted, reach the arms up. Exhale, send it back. And dropping into high crescent. Inhale. Exhale, release. And taking your high plank. This time we're going to drop down into elbow plank. Inhale. Exhale, move onto the right elbow, side plank. Reach the arm up. Exhale, dip your hip. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Good, back through to center. And then breath out moves you onto the other side. Reaching the right arm up. Exhale, dip your hip 3 times. Exhale, elbow plank, hold. And then if you want, coming back into high plank, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 2 really deep breaths. Coming back to the breath, noticing the heart rate, noticing the energy flowing through the body. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, lean toward the nose, footsteps through. Pivot your back heel. And we just open up to warrior 2 for a moment, then straighten the front leg. Heel toe your back foot in just a smidge. And let's take triangle. So our first external hip rotation. So it should feel really nice after all that squaring of the hip. Just make sure that the upper body stays in line with the front leg. You aren't coming too far forward. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lift. Inhale. Exhale, hinging forward, and then reverse. Keeping it a side bend, so not opening up too far toward the sky with the upper body. And then inhale, release. Pivot the toes to face the left side of your mat. And then let's take it on the other side just right away. So extending through the arms, the left foot is facing the back of the mat, right foot at a 45-degree angle on the front, and exhale, hinging forward. Finding your variation of triangle. It doesn't have to be super deep. Be mindful of not hyperextending through either knee. The gaze can be up or down, depending on how the neck feels. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hinging forward, and then reversing. Again, being mindful of not kind of twisting here. So keep the upper body in line. And release, exhale. Pivot the feet to face forward. Just to even it out, let's take a wide-legged forward fold. Wide-legged doesn't have to be super wide, and it shouldn't be way too far kind of toward the edges of your mat. You'll find that it's a better hamstring stretch when you keep it about maybe a leg's length apart. Let the crown of the head face down towards your mat. Two more breaths. Taking any arm variation that feels good. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, heel toe the feet in. And then finding your way down. We'll come onto our backs. Once you're down on your back, hug the knees in toward the chest. Rock from side to side. Just feeling the spine connect down to your mat again. Feeling grounded. Let's take a supine twist. So knees together and tabletop. Arms come to a T. As you bring the knees off to the left, try to scoot your hips to the right. And try not to force anything here. So if your knees don't come all the way down, you can place a blanket or a block or a pillow underneath. And slowing down the breath. See if you can lengthen the exhales. Inhale, slowly lifting back up. Exhale as you drop your knees over toward the right. Scoot your hips toward the left. The gaze can shift over toward the left this time. Relaxing any tension in the jaw, tension in the toes, the fingers. Inhale, slowly bring the knees back in. Then release it down, readjust the hips. Let's come into bridge pose. If you do have a block, you might take a supported bridge. So we'll start with our hands down, palms facing down, beside the hips. Slowly lift the hips one vertebrae at a time. And then again, if you have that block, maybe placing it right underneath the sacrum and allowing the hips to rest. If you don't have a block, just keep holding bridge if it feels comfortable to you. Then you might also take a bind. So maybe lifting the hips a little bit more and slowly rolling one shoulder underneath, and you interlace the fingers underneath the bum, really rooting into the heels. Expand through the chest. 3 more breaths. Slowly release the bind. Lower yourself all the way down. Shake it out, maybe windshield wiper the knees. Let's come into Shavasana. So, as always, feel free to take whatever form, shape that you want to. You can come into this knee knocking pose with the feet out wide, knees coming together. You can take Supta Baddha Konasana, where the soles of the feet are together. You get a hip stretch, or you can extend the legs. Arms can be off to the side, or reaching the arms back behind you, making a diamond shape with the hands. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth, side out. Another breath in. Breath out, side out. One more time. Exhale. Letting the body feel its heaviest yet supported, relaxed. And feel free to stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Maybe a couple more minutes. Or if you're ready to close class, I just don't want to get disconnected abruptly from Instagram, so no rush in getting out of it. Maybe hugging the knees in toward the chest, maybe rolling the ankles or the wrists a bit. Let's bring our palms together at heart center, even if you're still on your back. Bringing the thumbs to third eye center, and as always, being thankful for this yoga practice, thankful for the time and space to turn inward and create a little bit more peace within ourselves. And thank you so much for practicing with me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you. Those of you who are on YouTube, just another reminder that this was our last Instagram and YouTube live class before we move on to Zoom. So I'm really excited about maybe seeing some faces on Zoom. So hopefully you'll join us next week. You have to sign up online, kind of like you would through the normal studio. There's information about how to do so on our website and Instagram. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for tuning in, and hopefully see you next time. Bye.